Hi everybody, welcome to All India Juvo Computer Saksharata mission, a complete online computer education system. This is another session of learning Python online. In this session we will learn how to take dynamic input and how to print it, what are the different type of input and output statement in Python. Reading dynamic input, we will if you want to take input dynamically, then we will use input function, which is take a dynamic input. But in Python 3, if you use input function, the type of variable that it returns, it always string type. So we need to convert that type into your needable one. If you I'm just giving you the example. If you want to take a dynamic input from keyboard, then you have to use input function. Now I have to open a file. How to use input dynamically? Here is the example. If I want to print, this is the program that I want to print with the help of write a program to print two numbers from the keyboard and print the sum. Okay, I have to take two input from keyboard and then I have to print the sum of that number. So here is the example. Input, enter first number, here y is the another variable, and input enter second number. Okay. Now if I want to print the sum, then first I have to convert it into integer. This is the typecasting that required, int y. So this input function, the type of, if I want to print the type of x and y, print the type of x and print the type of y, we will see that they are in string type. By default, input function return the string type of value. So the value that has assigned into x and y is string type. If I enter 10, this 10 is not an integer value. It is stored as a string value into x. Same thing happen for the y. So if I print the type of this will be str type, class str type, and this will also the type of str type, the class type of str type. So when we take input, it will always return as string type value. So you have to convert this into integer, this 10 value. If you want to add 10 as string and 20 as string, then 10 and 20 will be concatenated. If it's return 10, if you enter 10 as integer, but it will take this value as string, then it will concatenate the value. The answer will be 10 20, not 30. This is the problem. So we need to convert it. So we need to convert that into integer. Then we have to calculate the sum. Now print the sum comma I plus j. Okay, that's it. So this is how we can take the input from the user. if I want to save the file, I have to save the file into desktop, into my Python folder, this is the third.py, this is the third.py file. Now I have to run it from, I have to run it from command prompt. I have to open the command prompt, go to desktop, cd, go to Python is my folder. From there you have to type third.py. Now it will ask you to give you the first number 10, enter 20. So you can use this one as dynamically. Okay. So after that one, it will print that these two are string type, not integer type. Okay. Enter first number, enter second number, and because of these two, they will return this one. They are string type. The value you enter in X, it is a string type. The value you have entered into Y, it is also a string type. After that one, we have to convert this one into I and J with the help of this typecasting, this int function. We convert this string into integer and store it into I and J, and then we add these two value. If we add these two value in there, what will happen? Print the sum equals to comma x plus y. What will happen? You will see it will not adding two value because of these two are string, not integer. So they will concatenate. The answer will be, this is the 10 and this is 20, and there is the answer 10, 20, not 30. Because of that, they are string, they will concatenate, not adding. You cannot add two string, you can concatenate two string. So this thing happen if you use input function. Input function always return string type of values. There is a reason behind that one, that if you see, when you go to a website, the maximum data type, the most needable data type are string. So by default they provide string. If you want to fill a form, first you have to see that what is, enter your name, name is a string. Enter your address, address is also a string. Enter contact number, within this contact number dash hash, it's also indicated that it is a string. Then gender, then you use nationality, caste, everything, the maximum number of things that we need, they are as a string format. So this is why they provided string as a default data type. You have to convert that, then you have to use it. Okay. So this is the example. This input function give us the facility to take dynamic input from the user. We can take dynamic input, means we can take the input from the keyboard. We have to type it and run it. Okay. This is how we can take the input from the keyboard dynamically. Now this is a long process. So if you want to convert it into a single line, what is the process? I just overwrite this program, I delete this. Now see that I have to take a int in there. In input first number, and then the number that has come, I have to convert it into integer. So I can do like this. This is another type, and now I have to add x plus y. It is possible. This is the shorter version. You can do it like this. Save this and see what will happen. Run it. Enter first number 10, the second number 20. It will return 30 as the result. So the input function take input from the keyboard as string type. It will convert in integer and then store into X. The same thing happened for the second number. For the second number, it will take input as string and then convert it into integer and then store it into Y. After that one, we will print X and Y. So this is the most preferable type. You have to follow this one. In every time when we take dynamic input, you have to follow this type, not the earlier type. And there is another type which we can discuss right now. You can print it like this too. If I want to print it, I can print it like this too, but it is not recommended. This is not recommended. Print the sum, colon, comma, int. I have to convert that one. Input enter first number plus int input enter second. Okay, you can write it one single line like that. If you save that and if you run it, then you will see the same output, but this is difficult. This is not recommended. This is actually not recommended. The second type is always recommended. You have to follow the second type that I have shown. So this is how we can take dynamic input from the keyboard with the help of input function and run it on command prompt. It will produce the desired output you wanted. So now I have to run another program. Now I wish to run another program. So I have to take input from keyboard, read employee data from the keyboard and print the data. If you want to read, this is the program. Actually I want to print. Write a program to read employee data from the keyboard and print the data. This is the program. If I want to execute this one, now I am just writing the code. You will see int input enter employee number, close this, ename. Because of that, this is actually a string, so you don't need to convert it into integer or float into anything. Enter employee name. Okay, esal, that means employee salary. Float, we can convert it into float. Input enter employee salary. or EADDR, it will be better. Take a short type of data type, enter EMPL employee address. Okay, because of that this is a string, we don't need to convert it. Married, I will take it as boolean type of data type, input employee married, where is the question mark sign, employee married, true or false. Okay, that's it. Now I have to print it. Print, please confirm information. Print employee number, number, copy that, employee name, name, salary, sal, employee address, address, and then at last employee married or not. Employee married. That is AMARRIED, married. Okay, that's it. Now I have to save the file in my Python file. Python. Okay. employee.py. Save it. Now run it from there. Py employee.py. Enter employee number. Employee number is 123. It's an integer value. Employee name is Shayok. Employee salary is 50,000 rupees. Address is Kolkata. True. Okay. It will print. Please confirm your information. It will print the data. That's it. This is the process to take input with the help of input function. Thank you for watching our video. We will do some more questions, some more program from the next class. Thank you.